Yo, it's Midas. Let's talk about MicroStrategy and why I believe it has the potential to become a Magnificent Seven, also known as a Fang level stock. So, disclaimer, this video is only for educational purposes. Make sure to do your own research. So, what is MicroStrategy? Well, it's a business intelligence software company that helps organizations with data analysis and decision making through powerful tools and platforms, very similar to Tableau or Microsoft BI. But I think that's a thing of the past, and you probably know of MicroStrategy as the largest corporate holder of Bitcoin. I believe holding close to around 499,000 Bitcoin on its balance sheet. And you haven't heard or living under a rock, Bitcoin has already hit 100K USD. So they have quite a bit of money tied up into Bitcoin. And this is my reasoning as to why I believe that MicroStrategy can become one of the wealthiest companies one day. And that reasoning comes from if you believe that Bitcoin is here to stay. And this is my reasoning. We have a president who believes in crypto, holding their own Bitcoin reserve. BlackRock is purchasing this asset for their ETFs. Countries are already buying their own reserves of Bitcoin. A company that is already 100% Bitcoin. Tesla having Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Frankly, I think Bitcoin is becoming a lot more safer and centralized. That could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you see the markets. But the good news is that Bitcoin is now too big to fail. Bitcoin can also theoretically go up forever. It's an asset that keeps appreciating since there's only a limited supply compared to gold or any of those other household assets. Now, for my reasoning as to MicroStrategy becoming a part of the Mag7, we have Bitcoin possibly becoming its own version of BlackRock, where they can manage trillions in Bitcoin-based assets with ETFs, hedge funds, corporate Bitcoin holdings. They could also offer 1 to 2% in management fees, which is a 50 billion in revenue, similar to BlackRock, expanding the revenue streams from just holding Bitcoin. They could also offer Bitcoin-backed loans. I think this is something they're currently doing right now. But if they lent 1 trillion in Bitcoin collateralized loans, they could make tens of billions in revenue. Bitcoin energy and mining expansion. They could partner with sovereign nations for Bitcoin mining and energy-backed financial systems. You might be like thinking, and many investors are thinking that why buy MicroStrategy if you can just buy Bitcoin or the ETFs? Well, first of all, if you really are bullish on Bitcoin, the MicroStrategy is the leverage play for Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin went from 30K to 60K, that was a 2x. However, MicroStrategy, the stock jumped 4 to 5x. It's a lot more volatile, but you can expect larger gains. You can also expect tax-free gains when you buy MicroStrategy on a TFSA. The Bitcoin and the ETF of Bitcoin can be taxed for capital gains tax compared to MicroStrategy. They also offer institutional investing friendly and regulatory ease by buying MicroStrategy stock, as some companies cannot purchase Bitcoin directly, or if governments ever restrict the purchase of buying Bitcoin outright, then MicroStrategy is there to solve that. They also have potential for business expansion beyond the Bitcoin holding. They are a Bitcoin financial powerhouse. They own the most Bitcoin. That means that they can offer lending, custody, payments, and generate revenue from Bitcoin, or even mining and energy integration. If Bitcoin becomes the global financial layer, it could become a $1 trillion company managing Bitcoin-based assets. And if MicroStrategy becomes the first major company to tokenize assets on Bitcoin, it would give it a completely game changer of a valuation model beyond ETFs. Comparing Bitcoin to other large market cap assets like gold, the Mag7 stocks, it still has room to grow. And let's take a look of if Bitcoin hit the market cap of gold. If that was the case, one Bitcoin would be worth $1 million, as MicroStrategy currently owns 499,000 Bitcoin. They would be worth close to 500 billion just by owning Bitcoin, not including the premium they get from selling shares or the valuation of Bitcoin backed assets that they offer, like loans. So this is the real value of MicroStrategy stock. It undergone three stock splits, but the current price is 2.6K per share. So keep that in mind. Now for the current price of MicroStrategy sits at 260 USD with the market cap of 65 billion. I foresee a price target being 500 plus. I think MicroStrategy is like the play of a lifetime. I think 10 years down the road, we can see MicroStrategy hitting even higher numbers. And MicroStrategy is that one in the lifetime play where it could completely fail, go to zero if Bitcoin just gets hacked or something. But like I mentioned, I think Bitcoin is here to stay and it's a lot more centralized now and too big to fail. So I can see this just buying Bitcoin being a cash generator, like Michael Saylor says, the CEO. And yeah, that's all I have for today. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.